Kicking it with my trash pandas. You know, I feed these raccoons so much food, and they just never are happy. They never are satisfied. I'm gonna play them some music now. Maybe they'll just relax. All they know how to do is food. We're fooding. I call it fooding. That's what raccoons do. They're foodie. They're fooders. They're frugal fooders. They frugally food. All they do is food. We're fooding right now. We're fooding. We're always fooding. All we know how to do is food. Food is a verb. It's a noun. It's an adjective. It's an adverb. My raccoon is he's one of the foodiest people I know. He's so food. All he does is food. Fooding is all he knows. All we know as raccoons is how to food. We learned how to food when we were first born, and we just been fooding ever since. We just food. We wake up and we food. It's food, food, food. God made us look cute so people give us food. Hi, Trash Panda. What are you doing? We have a mama and like 3 babies that are getting bigger, and the mama's now she's like beating up her kids. So I'm like, man, we can't have any domestic violence going on here. I'm gonna fucking evict you guys if you're gonna keep that shit going, because it should be all like aggro. It sounds like someone's getting killed out here, and it's like you hear all this rah, 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 and it's fucking like you hear this little squeak like like the younger one, like the baby, like sort of like conceding to the mom, and who's like trying to rip them up or something. I don't know. They sound like they're killing each other, but there's no harm done after all the turmoil. But it's aggro, and it totally throws off my mojo, and I don't want to have no fucking domestic violence going on here. You trash pandas. They're being trashy. Trashy fucking animals. Raccoon trash pandas. It's like white trash, but these are like, I can't say coon trash because that's like a double slur. A double slur. Raccoons, all they know how to do is food. It's all about the food all the time. They're right here groveling as we speak. Groveling, fooding, it's all they know how to do. Fooding and groveling. It's the life of a raccoon. The raccoons of today, they've lost sight of what it means to be alive. All they care about is stuffing their face. It's kind of cute, but it gets old. After you've fed them numerous bowls of food and they still keep tugging on your pant leg like, you got any more? It's like you get a dog, and you feed your dog a bowl of food, a couple times a day or whatever, and the dog's kicking it. He's not, give him a couple treats, He's not constantly nagging for, like constantly. Like, can you imagine a dog that could just never had enough to eat, was just always eating? You'd worry about it, You'd be like, this dog is fucked up. There's like, gotta feed the tapeworm or something. Always fooding. Look at you guys. Oh, wow, what a scene. Y'all are just a pathetic bunch of animals. Look at all of you, just groveling constantly. It's just so sad. You'll never be satisfied. It doesn't matter how much food you get. I mean, you'd think they're starving animals, but they're not. I've fed them well. Oh, my head's cold, but the hood's bugging me. I'm gonna grab my little hat. you guys really think I'm going to feed you more food? You really are looking at me like I got more food for you? Like, what is going through your minds? Oh, shit, I forgot to grab weed. Ah, shit. All right, 1 second. No, I didn't get you food. Just find something else to do with your times, raccoonies. Life is good. You get fed. I mean, you should relax and enjoy your life instead of just constantly fiending for food. The skunks, at least, they kick it more. I've noticed. Like the skunks, they'll eat and they'll chill. You know, they do look for food quite a bit, but the raccoons, man, they're just like they've got like a strange sort of dysfunction about them, where it's like, I wonder if they ever do anything other than food. I mean, do you think does anybody care? It's not really that important. It's just my immediate waking reality right now. I have these animals tugging on my pant legs, asking me for food constantly. Like, constantly. When they're up, they're constantly wanting food. It's comical, really. They're like, there's no food in the bowl. They put their hand in it and look at me. There's no food in here. I'm like, I know, because you eat it. And you're still hungry? It's just not, it's not realistic. I mean, there's no amount of food that could please these things. Then they'll try to break into the house. I've had to plug up all these little spots where they get in. Like, we know there's food in there. They gotta have more food in there. That was a good one. Such is the life of a trash panda. They tug on your pant legs, say, give me some more food. They just beg all day, all night, they just want to eat. Can't feed these critters enough food, they're just gonna be tugging on your legs, saying, give me some more. They just can't get enough of that food. They got their nose on the ground, they got their hands working overtime, fiddling, fumbling, trying to reach, trying to grab some little scrap of food, little morsel. Anything will do. They'll eat the dirt that was there laying underneath the food that's gone now. The dirt tastes kind of like the food that used to be sitting there on top of it. Let's eat that and fucking eat every last scrap. They'll eat your fucking cat if you're not careful. They'll eat everything and then some. And then they'll sneak in your house and steal your box of cookies right out from under your nose. There it goes. It's gone. It's a thing of the past. They fucking eat that food so fast. Them raccoons, they're impossible to satisfy. They just don't ever get enough. I think I've had enough, though. I don't want to hear them fighting and screaming at each other. Domestic altercations. It's just all about the food. Food, 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 fucking food. Fiending for food. It's on a feeding frenzy. Food, 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 food. They need more food than your average dude. I think I've fed them all the food that I can find. Feed these food fiends. They're just feeding this frenzy of their food obsession. I think the lesson to be learned here is these trash pandas I've been obsessed, possessed, and they digress down to the most immature stage of a living being that just don't care about nothing but food. They'll stab you in the back the second they have an opportunity to. Got no loyalty, they just beat up their own kids that are fighting over food scraps. Scrapping over food. The fucking fiends. Yeah, I know what it means to be a fiend too, and I've seen some fiendish people in my time, but none of them hold a candle to these raccoons. They'll blow that shit out right quick. They know where the food is and they'll find it, and they'll be gone before you have a chance to even sing a song. Sing the blues about your food fiending, food fiending, food fiending, food fiends that do nothing but fiend for food. It's getting to be a little bit unrealistic around here. Oh yeah, these food fiends gotta go. Pack it up and find a new place to do this at. I don't wanna see you beating each other up, fighting over a scrap of food. That's about all I got to say about that. I couldn't find my hat, so I'm wearing my Pokemon. Pikachu get down. Like when the ears pop up, I'd be like, huh? What? What? My ear? If I could have like some little string that pulls on, I'd be like, somebody says something, I'll be like, what'd you say? Huh? Did you just say something? The ear pops up. Be a good little gimmick. Anyways, I'm gonna play some music that's not about food. I'm going to get my mind off the food fiends that are fucking running amok around here. You gonna run amok or let the muck run you? That's what it comes down to. I'm gonna run that muck. I ain't gonna let no muck run me. You live your life like a candle in the wind, blown out. It's a nice way of saying you're blown out. That reminds me. I used to be the spokesman at the speakeasy in Spokane. I spoke freely 'cause I can at the speakeasy in Spokane. I'm the damn spokesman. But then one night, someone I don't like came along and my drink got spiked, and I was spiked, and I was so trashed. And I slurred my speech when I tried to speak, and they said, whoa, man, you can't speak like that at the speakeasy in Spokane. Time to go home, man. And I was sad, so I grabbed my bag and I rode my bike back home that night. And someone spiked the spokes in my bike, and I stacked, I crashed, I was so fucking trashed. It's almost like someone's got it out for me. I'm just kind of a blown out spokesman now. I used to be the spokesman at the speakeasy in Spokane. I spoke freely 'cause I can at the speakeasy in Spokane, but now I'm just kind of a blown out spokesman. They said, you're kind of a blown out spokesman now. The spokesman, his spokes got spiked. They spiked his drink at the speakeasy, and his spiked his spoke slurred speech, and they said, Whoa, man. You can't speak like that in Spokane. I said I can speak in Spokane. I spoke and I can. I speak easy at this speakeasy in Spokane. We spoke and we can speak at the Spokane speakeasy. The spokes were blown, folks. This wagon wheel will not roll. The spokes were blown, folks. This wagon wheel will not roll. The spokes are blown, folks. Time to go home, folks. Fucking spokesman. He's a blown spokesman. I'm the blown spokesman. You're kind of a blown out spokesman now. Got a bum rap. Someone spiked my drink. It's not a true story, but it could happen. In Spokane, I speak freely in Spokane. You can speak in Spokane. You can speak in Spokane. It'd be crazy if Spokane would be the first place to outlaw free speech. Spokane outlawed free speech, so you can't spoke in Spokane. You can't speak Spokane. Nobody can speak spoke in Spokane. Spokane said no can do to free speech for you. Spokane said no spokes. No folks can speak spoken word. The spoken word was not heard because it was not allowed. So we learned to speak with our eyes. And then they said, no free sight. You can't see things now. We're gonna take your eyes, your sights away. You can't speak with your eyes anymore now. Because we were saying things with our eyes that they didn't like. They learned to read our eyes. They're like, these guys don't appreciate being silenced. We better make it so they can stop looking at each other, communicating things. It's not working. Can't have that. Can't have people talking to each other, communicating things, asking questions. They say there's no stupid questions, but what they mean is there's no questions, stupid. None. They're going to outlaw the question mark. It's been removed from our punctuation permanently. No more questions allowed. Question mark? What's that? I've never seen one of those. That doesn't exist. It'll be mandala affected out of reality. Question? There's no such thing as questions. People be like, what do you mean? What? Well, you can't say what. That's a question. Oh, I mean, what? What it is what it is. How could you live without questions? I just asked a question about how you could live without questions. You need questions. It's part of being alive. It's part of maturing. And do you ever reach an age where you don't ask questions? Well, I don't know. I hope I don't ever reach that age. That would be sad because then you think you know everything. And I think once you think you know everything, you can't learn shit. And I like learning shit. But the thing is, you ever find yourself in a position where you feel like you know it all? It's usually wrong. In fact, for the most part, I think it's wrong because you'll never know it all. You should always be ready to learn or hear somebody else's perspective. That's the thing, you'll never know it all because everybody's got a different perspective to offer, and there's a lot of people out there. That's why it's important to get your own perspective because that's what's so valuable about this thing called life. It's individuality. I mean, if everybody just tried to fit into the same mold and fucking believe all the same shit and like have all the same thoughts, I mean, it wouldn't work. It'd be boring and there'd be no reason to fucking do it. Like people say that God already knows everything that's going to happen. I don't think so. I don't like that. That's kind of like cramping free will a little bit and like cramping the whole idea of like creation. Like why in the fuck would you do that? If you already know everything's going to happen, what a boring thing to do. Like why? I mean, if I was God, I would think I would choose to not know everything that's going to happen. I'd rather be entertained by the idea. I think he's testing us. You can't test things when you already know what the outcome's going to be. You're not testing shit. You're just putting on a show or something, while the people that are, performing the show have no idea. But if the person who's put the show together already knows everything that person's going to do, and the person feels like they have free will, but in reality, they're just playing out a script that's already known. So it's like that's just weird. Like God wouldn't take any. There wouldn't be any fulfillment. There's no reason. What's the reason of doing? Why doesn't make any sense? Is what I'm saying. So I'd rather believe or just think or just understand that the reality of free will, which is like God doesn't know what you're going to do with your free will, and God will help guide you because there is a wrong answer. It turns out. I mean, it's like there's two ways that you can go. It's like there's many ways amongst all those ways, but I mean, you either go to the dark or you go to the light. You either go to the light or the heavy, the dense or the buoyant. I mean, you either sink or you swim. I mean, you just don't want to fucking miss the point though, because it's one or the other. I mean, it's like there's a lot of in betweens, but you're either good or you're bad. I mean, it's not subjective, really. I mean, it's pretty obvious that there is things that are just wrong and like you know mindsets that are just not cohesive to this. Like you're not passing the test. I mean, we're being put to a test here. This is like it's not a game necessarily, but it's mysterious what we're going through here. There's a life that we're living, and apparently many others who came before us. We just kind of plopped into this part of the timeline where, but it doesn't matter where you end up in the timeline. It's the same challenges we face, really. I mean, whatever technology is available at the time, it's regardless of that. I mean, it's like it's the human condition is, there's certain things we have to learn over and over again. I mean, it's like, I mean, but there's like moments in history where there's been like great breakthroughs and beautiful things were created. I mean, like just for the Constitution to have been written. I mean, it's like there's people that actually cared about protecting things that were like God given. It's like understood, or that God gives you your life, and you receive this life from God, and there's certain things that you can't override about what God has given you. It's like you can't, as another person, you can't come stepping into somebody else's God-given reality and start cramping it and fucking, terrorizing them and whatever. I mean, it's like that's not. But whatever. There's certain things that need to be protected and preserved if we want to like, it's part of the test. It's like you're not going to pass the test if you're like being a complete asshole and you never really learned anything about how to like have any compassion or empathy or whatever it is. Like that's not the whole lesson. I mean, I don't know the whole lesson, but the thing is, I mean, you can consciousness is like a spectrum. I mean, and you can't be good and bad. I mean, you're going to lean one way or the other, basically. You can be bad and then learn how to be good, and and seek like forgiveness and redemption. That's obvious. But like what we've known for many, probably for the entire time that we've been a creature that's living here, a people, we've known about these lessons that we keep having to learn over and over, like with greed and all the seven deadly sins. I mean, it's been written down, and we've all got the information, and we all know too much power in one place blows up. That's what happens. And, it's happening again. I mean, Donald Trump coming on TV is like, oh, we're just going to kill people. They're just going to be dead, like they're kind of like be dead, basically. That's so presidential. Not really, actually. I mean, he has no empathy. There's no humanity in that remark. We're just going to kill people that are doing things that are illegal because the drugs they're bringing in here kill people. Okay, but the thing is, they're bringing the drugs in here, and the people are buying them and then doing too much of them and dying or whatever it is. It's like it's a little bit more of a complex situation here. They wouldn't be bringing the drugs here if there wasn't somebody buying them, and many of which I'm sure are probably CIA. However, my point being, they're not coming here to murder people necessarily. And yeah, they're bringing deadly substances, and it should be controlled somehow, or something's got to be done because it's really an epidemic. It's not a good thing, but all the same, the nuance of it is that they're not forcing the drugs on anybody. They're selling them to people that want them. And there's many people that do the drugs and that aren't killing themselves or that are careful. What I'm saying is it's not all just like, it's not black or white like that. I mean, it's like, but regardless, if they're breaking the law, then we have a system put in place where those people can be, where we've all sort of reached conclusions such as like people that are trafficking, drugs should be like stopped, and there's a certain punishment that comes with that, and then hopefully rehabilitation, or whatever. I mean, it's because it's not like they're trying to go out and just murder people in cold blood. They're actually doing business, is what they're doing. It's not good business to have the people you're dealing with dying. They're not trying to kill people. That's really not the objective. They're just trying to make money. And yeah, it's not. I'm not trying to say it's good or that it deserves to be let to go unfettered or whatever. But I don't think it's a situation where anyone should be able to say that, okay, we're just going to step in and start murdering people that are bringing the drugs in, because if you give somebody that kind of power, or if somebody takes that kind of power and begins to you know act that way and basically murdering people that they think are bringing drugs in here for whatever reason, or maybe they're just, the thing is that person that's doing the murdering doesn't have to answer to anybody. They're acting on their own. Nobody put them to that. Nobody said, okay, or whatever. I mean, as far as we know, Trump is just, this is his decision he's making. He's going to start murdering people that are bringing drugs in here. And it's like, well, wait a minute. Like, you don't have to bring that to court, or like, there's no process other than just you're going to murder people. Like, so who's going to, like, where's the checks and balance? Like, how do we know who you're murder? Like, I don't think they deserve to be murdered for one thing, but like, how, even if I felt like that was necessary, like, how do we know that you're not just murdering people that are innocent or something? I mean, where's the oversight here? I mean, I don't. I mean, it's so ridiculous that anybody should even say something like that, and where it's like, well, nobody's gonna like make sure that you're not murdering innocent people. I mean, in the case where it's like you're murdering people that are bringing drugs, they're not. They're not. It's not like they're. It's like a excessive response. Like, you know what I mean? They're not coming at you with violence. Yeah, they have drugs, and drugs are bad, and they can kill people. But it's not the same sort of thing. It's not like, they're assaulting you. It's more like there's nuance to the situation, is what I'm saying. So when somebody's not coming at you in a hostile way where they're ready to kill you, to come at them and kill them is out of line in my eyes. Like, that doesn't add up. That's not humane. That's departure from like humane. Like, in a perfect world, like, there wouldn't, for me, there wouldn't be, laws. I mean, the reason the drugs are such good money is because they're illegal. I mean, I'm not saying that I think everything should be legalized necessarily, but like, I personally, that's what I feel like. We should treat each person like they're their own country. It's not necessarily like anarchy. It's more like just archy or whatever. Every person can be their own country, and they have their own policies, how they deal with other countries, people, and people. Certain countries will get along, others won't. Whatever. But there'll be certain, like, you know, understood things that where it's like if certain countries, start encroaching on other countries, or where they're like doing things that are wrong, obviously, well then it's sort of like an understood thing where we can spot that, and we sort of band together to make sure that nothing like that happens or whatever. Try to prevent it from happening. We try to keep people's, God-given rights protected. We try to look out for each other in that way. It doesn't have to be that complicated. Most people just want to live their lives, and it's like if there wasn't so many like corrupt, sketchy shit going on regarding governments and the laws and all these weird like sketchy mafias running the world. I mean, it's like that's where the problem is. I mean, too much power in one place blows up. That's what we know. We know this for a fact. It's like science. See, so some guy's going to seize the power to just start murdering people that he thinks are bringing drugs in. He doesn't have to show the people, doesn't have to answer to anybody and say, look, I proved this guy was bringing in all these drugs. And we think those drugs could have easily killed this many people, whether they meant to, people that willingly put the drugs in their body, knowing the risk they were taking. You know, it's not really a murder necessarily. It's more like just maybe say it's an accessory or something, but I don't know. All the same, it's like it's a pretty messy situation. I don't think murder is the best way to fix it. I think that's just gonna generate hate and resentment and it's basically the antithesis to like any sort of good outcome. You're not gonna you're gonna solve any problems acting like that. Yeah, there'll probably be less drugs coming in at that point if that's what you're doing. But you have to understand that it's like that's basically like being like the bully of the world. Where you're just like, you're gonna stop me? I'm just gonna start killing people that are breaking the law. So you're not being bound by any laws then? Like you don't have to answer to anybody. You don't have to prove that what you're doing is what you're doing. How do we know you're not just like, going and picking off people that you just don't like or whatever? There's no law and order going on here. It's just we're just outright just murdering people. That's the solution to the problem. I mean, you're going to end up murdering somebody that's like, someone's family that's close to you, or you're going to end up making a mistake somewhere along the line, and then it's like, then you're the one that deserves to be punished. And like, I just think murdering people alone, like just to make that statement, is really irresponsible. And it's like you should be in trouble for that. Like there should be like some accountability. You can't just be our president and get up on stage and be like, we're going to start murdering people that are breaking the law. That's never been a policy before. Or it's like maybe if you're like breaking the law in the sense where you're like a serial killer and you've done some horrendous things that just are just there's certain cases I guess where that kind of thing where the death penalty has been awarded to you. Although I wonder, it's like so who's the person that pulls the trigger on that? Like, are they a murderer now? What? I don't think that's how Jesus would handle things. It's always good to like humble yourself. Like, what would Jesus do? Would Jesus say we're gonna murder all the people bringing drugs in here? I don't think that's something he would say. I have a feeling he wouldn't choose that path. And we're to think that Trump isn't doing and buying drugs, or he's never bought any drugs or sold any drugs. Whatever. He's to be in show business like he is. He's been surrounded by drugs his whole life, probably. He knows all about it. And he's not like fucking. You know what I mean? He's not. He's not above that. It's just like it almost seems like we're being manipulated on the level where it's like both political parties are just going so far to the extreme, and they're clearly working together on some sadistic level, but it's like your average Joe isn't really I don't know what your average Joe is, how they're interpreting life these days in America specifically, where it's like we had Biden who was president, and he was just it was a disaster. He was fumbling, mumbling, like he didn't make one coherent statement the whole time he was in there, and a couple times he maybe, but it wasn't really relevant what he was saying. And he left the border open, allowing all these people to flood in. Where she's like, I don't really believe in borders. I'm not one to like go off about that. Like I'm pretty much running against the grain in about every way you can think of. But like all the same, there was a deliberate change of policy where it was like, and I do understand that like if you live down in that area and you're being flooded with all these people that are coming over the border and they don't have any means to an end, and it's just like this, it's a dilemma. It's quite a problem. It's something that was supposed to be held under control to some level because whatever. It's because it's a crazy situation. This is what borders do. It creates this kind of nonsense. I don't think we should have a one world government. I think every person should be their own country, and we just go on like that. Nobody has a right to be like telling anybody else that they're like more important or more powerful, or they can tell them what kind of policy they have to abide by. Everybody should be able to have that right. It's God-given rights. We have the right to freedom and be alive here, and utilize this place to our, to the extent where we need to stay alive here. It's not like this is like it's not difficult to figure out what each person should deserve as being a participant in this society. We respect, and, I mean, the corruption comes from like people are corrupted because of this top-down fucking garbage. This government, this mind control that's been dumped on us, and just like and in a way where it's like they're trying to like make you feel like they're doing something good for you or something. Like we need them. We don't. When is the last time a politician has done anything to help anybody? Like I don't think that we need them. I don't vote because I don't need a leader, man. I don't fucking want a leader. That's not gonna work out. I don't need to have a leader. I can't think of any situation where I fucking, where I'm like, oh, I better go vote for a leader. I don't choose to give anybody that kind of power, really. I don't want to put my stamp of approval on that kind of nonsense. What's up, holy skunk? I don't sneak around, but I wear sneakers. I don't vote 'cause I don't need a leader. You shouldn't need a leader either. No, you shouldn't need a leader. I'll leave time for you on your parking meter. I might be eager, but I ain't no fucking beaver. Put me to the test and you will see. Put me to the test, please. I don't beat wives, but I wear wife beaters. I won't eat the bugs, but I'd eat an ant eater. Put me to the test and you will see. Hey, hey, hey. Put me to the test, please. I don't vote 'cause I don't need a leader. You shouldn't need a leader either. I go out of tune.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, hon.
I want to go to bed.
Okay. You gonna sleep upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. How come you're so itchy?
I don't know.
Is it all over your body?
Yes.
What if you got poison oak or something? I'd take a couple showers or something. I don't think you have bugs on you or anything. I mean, what does it seem like? It's poison. Like, do you know what poison oak is like when it gets all the bubbles? It's like a little rash, kind of. Right, that right there looks like a bite.
Wait, where? This?
Yeah, on your leg.
Yeah, this is a bite.
But it's weird that you got so many. Is your belly button all swollen right there? Does it have like red? Oh no, I was just seeing things.
That?
It looked like there was a bunch of bites all over it.
Right here?
On your belly button, yeah. Is there? No, I was just seeing things.
My leg. Here we go, please.
Okay, I want to play one more song. You wanna have me meet you up there, or do you wanna?
Sure.
Okay.
But come out through that way. I don't want to unlock the door.
Okay, through the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. I'm just gonna play shiny things. Love you.
Love you too.
I like finding shiny things. I like the way they shine. Oh, yes. No, wait a second. That's not how it goes. I like finding shiny things. I like the way they shine. I like finding shiny things. I find them all the time. I like finding shiny things. I like the way they shine. Like those fucking shiny things. I find them all the time. If you see me finding things, I'm probably finding shiny things. I'll find them all and haul them all away today. Well, I like those shiny items. You can buy them at the store. Like those shiny items, but they cost a lot more than those boring, non-shiny fucking things. And that's why I like finding shiny things for free. If you see me finding things, I'm probably finding shiny things. I'll find them all and haul them all the way today. Oh yes. Ooh. If you see me finding things, I'm probably finding shiny things. Ooh, ooh. You hear the owl out there? Ooh, ooh. What I like about owls is they never interrupt each other. You better act fast, jackass. Last chance to hammer in the brass tacks. Better act fast, jackass. Last chance to hammer in the brass tacks. No time for lagging, nagging, bragging, dragging ass, or acting like a maniac. Do you wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider the fact that once you grab your bug out bag, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around. Because this whole thing is gonna come down. Act fast, jackass, last chance to hammer in the brass tacks. Lagging, nagging, bragging, dragging ass, acting like a maniac. Do you wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider the fact. Once you grab your bug out bag, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around. Cause this whole thing's gonna come down. That's right. Act fast, jackass, last chance to hammer in the brass tacks. No time for lagging, nagging, bragging, dragging ass, or acting like a maniac. Do you wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider the fact that once you grab your bug out bag, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around. This whole thing's gonna come down. That's right. And we will see who's laughing when the place starts collapsing in a free for all. Anything can happen when the ship goes down. So does the captain. Wherever you are is where you'll be stuck. Yeah, when this place goes belly up, better have yourself a damn good plan when the shit hits the fan. When the going gets tough, you better be clever enough. You got to know what the fuck to do. You're gonna run amok, let the muck run you. You better act fast, jackass. Last chance to hammer in the brass tacks. No time for lagging, nagging, bragging, dragging ass, acting like a maniac. Do you wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider the fact. Once you grab your bug out bag, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around. Cause this whole thing's gonna come down. That's right. Fast, jackass, lagging, nagging, bragging, dragging, asshole, acting like a maniac. Wonder why exactly I'm explaining that. Just consider the fact that once you grab your bug out back, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around, cause this whole thing's gonna come down. And we'll see who's laughing when the place starts collapsing in a free for all. Anything can happen when the ship goes down. So does the captain. Wherever you are is where you'll be stuck. And when this place goes belly up, better have yourself a damn good plan when the shit hits a fan. Now when the going gets tough, you better be clever enough. You gotta know what the fuck to do. You're gonna run amok and let the muck run you. You're gonna run amok and let the muck run you. Better act fast, jackass, last chance, a hammer in the brass tag. No time for lagging, nagging, bragging, dragging, asshole, acting like a maniac. Do you wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider the fact. Once you grab your bug out, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around. This whole thing's gonna come down. The whole thing's gonna come down, okay? The whole damn thing is gonna come down, that's right. Anything can happen when the ship goes down. So does the captain. Wherever you are is where you'll be stuck. Yeah, when this place goes belly up. Have yourself a damn good plan when the shit hits the fan. Now when the going gets tough, you better be clever enough. You got to know what the fuck to do. You gonna run amok, let the muck run you. You gonna run a muck or let the muck run you. You better know what the fuck to do. You better act fast, jack fast, last chance, a hammer in the brass tacks. No time for lagging, nagging, bragging, dragging, ass, acting like a maniac. Do you wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider the fact that once you grab your bug out bag, your really isn't got to be a way to turn it back around. 'Cause this whole thing is going to come down. That's right. That's right. And we'll see who's laughing. What's up, Epi Nation? It's like a raven. He likes shiny things indeed. Ravens are my kind of people. The owl's talking to me tonight. I love owls. I'm supposed to go upstairs and lay down with my kid. I think there's another quick song I can play here. Well, I got no reason to believe something that I'll never see. Got no reason to believe 8,000 miles below the ground. People are living their lives in the upside down. Got no reason to believe any of that bullshit now. 'Cause seeing is believing. If it's something I ain't seeing, I got no reason to believe it at all. No, 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 no. I how many equations you show me. You'll never prove the sky goes below me. Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me. And seeing is believing. If it's something I ain't seeing, then I got no reason to believe it at all. I think the earth could very easily be round, but it sure as fuck ain't a ball. No siree. Guess it could be, but not the part we walk on. Nope. Papa was a rolling snowball. Wherever he laid, that was his home. He rolled away one cold, cold day, and he's out there rolling still down this hill. The further he rolls, the bigger he gets. Now he's gotten so big that he could not stop. Oh, Papa, ooh, yeah, roll on. Yeah, Papa was a rolling snowball. Wherever he lay, that was his home. He rolled away one cold, cold day. He's out there rolling still down this hill until he burst through the front door. Melted into a puddle on the floor. Then Mama came in and mopped his ass up. Oh, Papa, I'm a snowball too, just rolling after you. Wherever you lay flat is your home. Yeah, 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 yo. It's some flat earth music. Some guy just the other day is all, are you playing some flat earth music or something? 'Cause I was doing my, the more money you shovel at NASA, the more rinky dink they get. It almost appears to be low budget, but $80 million a day, it's an awful lot of money to pay for them to show us such a cheesy presentation of their International Space Station. And they do their spacewalks. I think they're in a swimming pool on Earth when I see those bubbles in space. Bubbles in space. I see the duper's look of delight on their face. They do the science of deception. Oh, for shame. They got a lot of hairspray. You gotta use a lot of hairspray to make your hair look that way. I'd have to say the ISS is certainly one of the most embarrassing achievements of mankind. And the more money you shovel at NASA, the more rinky-dink they get. It almost appears to be low budget, but $80 million a day. You think they'd have more to say for themselves? But we get no substance from them. They're just spewing fluff talk. It's just a suspension of disbelief that's required if you want to be impressed by this mess, be sure to give them all the oohs and ahs they request. They're just trying to preserve their broken paradigm, so have some sympathy for them. I know it's pretty pathetic. I'm sure someday they will regret it. And the moon landings, oh please, that sure didn't age well. I would have lost the technology too, and every other shred of proof. It was definitely probably the most embarrassing achievement of mankind. NASA is really knocking them out. We should be so proud of our space program. They set the standard for the world. They set the bar so damn low. So low it's on the ground. Nobody needs to hold that bar anymore. No, sir. It's just on the ground. That's what we call a no holds bar. Nobody's holding the bar. It's been set so low. About as low as it can go. They got a lot of green screens in their neutral buoyancy lab, which is otherwise a swimming pool, where they have a mock ISS, and they're gonna mock your ass in that mess. Alright, I gotta go. Alright, that's the end of the show. Leave a